So, you are part of the contract, and what is at the table. This is contracted by the group to investigate the lack of iron ore present in the study of the oil in the past. Still, if the oil investigation you discover there are thwarted actions behind this office, you are obliged to remedy the situation by whatever means necessary. Furthermore, by hastening of the process with good reason, because now you will be also including
Mic test. Test on the mic. Mic test. Sibilance. Pop in my peas. Sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and transition on into this mess. Is that working all right? Well, howdy folks, and welcome back to another Workflow live stream here at Country Fried Minis. Today we are hopefully putting the final touches on the working for commission piece. I did a little after dark streaming last night. I was fighting some insomnia super late and put in a couple hours of work. Actually, I guess it was only about an hour and a half late last night. Or this morning, depending on how you interpret that, from like 1:30 a.m. to about 3 something. But we're back, just like I said. Here's what, 16 hours later, to try and put the final touches on this here project. This is, I think it's the 5th session of working on the commission painting. For those of you who don't know, or you happen to catch this as your first Workflow live stream, this is just a place where I'm doing the work that I'm doing anyways, right? I'm here putting in the grind in Premiere and doing some video editing. So this is stuff that's going on anyways, but I've decided to turn it into more content and offer it as a platform for community members to come in and voice their thoughts on the process or on any videos as we move forward. So this is what, the 21st Workflow live stream, and I expect these will continue to come. I'd like to add in some painting live streams, but I'm awaiting a few things so I can set up to do that. My other computer will not run the EOS webcam utility. I'm not sure why, it just will not launch. So I bought some extension cables for my USB and I'll run them over to the Bullshit Corner 2.0 and start doing some painting live streams for y'all, so you can actually see, you know, unedited painting processes as well as the filming of those processes. Anyhow, I'm still enjoying my last cup of Cafe Bustelo for the day. Working through the jitters, making sure I'm nice and caffeinated. You know, perhaps this adds to my insomnia, but I'm not sure. And without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get into... Oh goodness, where is my scene? Let's transition on into the work for the day. All right, sound check, do another sound check. Sounds fine to me, microphone's working, music's working, levels ain't too blowed out. If you happen to come in here and it is blowed out for you, let me know and I can adjust it on the fly. Digressing, any good work session always begins with checking my cookie clicker. You know, I guess as side effect of doing stuff for YouTube, number go up, make me feel good. So I play a game, or I have this game running in the background at all times to watch number go up. And we're gonna buy a few more buildings before we get started proper for the actual day. This is my third ascension, I think. Yeah, it's just mindless idle game. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get out of this here cookie clicker and back into Premiere. So we wrapped up the last session early this morning with editing down these talking head bits, and looks like the last one I put in was talking head 5. So we've got 5 more talking heads to put in, and we're going to start by adding this hard limiter over here on both of those and give it a listen back. I don't think y'all get the sound. Yeah. Looks like y'all don't get it. Okay. That's fine though. If I need to show you the levels, that's fine. After all, this live stream is about doing the work and playing the music and offering a nice soothing location for you to listen to my unique voice while painting or doing whatever you're doing, and you know, toss your 2 cents in as to what's going on. I always appreciate that kind of interaction. But anyhow, today is a productive day and we are going to get this done. So let's start by prepping bases into place and seeing if that transition works. Yep, okay. As you can tell, or you may or may not be able to tell, a couple of these sections still need a voiceover. So we've got, about 60% of the voiceover to do through the rest of the video. So we will also be working on some voiceover stuff today once I get the talking heads in place. It was a bit of a hang up getting the talking heads together, as let me make a whole bunch of room here. Make a whole bunch of room. All right, that way I can just slide down the bits that I need as we approach the talking head portions. So we'll click this into place, and we're working with talking head 6 next. So that's going to require me pulling open the talking heads folders, and we're starting with 00591, the last 5 of them. So as always, I'm going to append it to the end right here, and then match it with talking head 6 audio, and give it a little zoom in here. And what we're gonna do is line up these here waveforms and give it a listen to see if they line up correctly. Nope. It needs to be adjusted that way. That's in, okay. All right, looks like I screwed up the first take and the second take. Let's see if it starts right here. Sorry, my nose is itching like mad. I said add details like water slide details. I did not say decals. That's fine. We're gonna go back and see how much. Yeah, that was fine. That's fine. We're gonna cut this off so I do the 1 second fade out. Did I ever send that thing on over? Oh no, I never posted the thing I meant to post last night. Shit. Unfortunate. So this screen right here reminded me that I meant to send a thing over to them fellers last night. And I don't know what I did with it. Don't know what I did with it. Did I send it to the wrong place? Did I post it in the wrong forum? I don't know. Don't know. Sorry. Uh-oh, I think my computer just locked up a little bit. It sure did for a second there. Okay. Dang. Well, that's unfortunate. Anyhow, let's forget about that and get back on task. Did I razor blade this off? I did not. Now I have. All right, and then we want to get the front just wherever I start talking. Maybe right there. I got this bad habit of just like taking these massive breaths of air in before I start talking. I guess it's normal. This is how you talk. That's how people speak, by taking in air and then pushing it out of their lungs while moving their vocal cords. But you know, it's not great for these segments. Anyhow, let's see how this looks to just start it there, position scale, and we'll zoom it out 10% as I'm talking. That might be too much. We'll zoom it out 5% as I'm talking. Add details like water slide details. All right. So I also want a 1 second fade out, as is tradition with all these scenes. We'll pop that in. We'll do a 0% there and see how that looks on the back end. Yeah, cool. Looks good. Sounds all right. Let's pop in a I need to add the hard limiter to it. I add the hard limiter because, well, I'm a little paranoid about my content being too loud. I've released a few videos that were not properly balanced. And as a side effect, it has created this paranoia in me wherein I would like to not have videos too loud, blowing out the eardrums of my viewers. Water slide details. Adding details. I don't know why I'm still cracking up on that, but I never claimed to be a smart feller. Never once did I claim to be smart. Special maybe, but everybody's special. So that ain't nothing special. All right, so we go from this fast forward scene where we're putting on the ink washes, and then we show the model. Don't know what to do here. Let's go back. I wonder if I could get away with a cross dissolve. Cross dissolve. See what that looks like. Do that little bit of transition right here. Water slide details. My blood mostly gravy and Dr. Pepper. Hello again, Emery. I hope you had found some relief from your trials of indigestion. I am back at it today, burping up coffee myself because I'm still drinking my coffee at 6 o'clock in the evening. Which I was kind of stating earlier might actually be a contributor to the insomnia I've been having. But I mustn't entertain those thoughts, for they are destructive to my desire to drink coffee. Picking up where we left off, gonna run through the last 4 talking head bits, get them put in place, and then I've got a little bit of voiceover work to do. And I'm aiming to get this content done today for a Monday release, which will be good. Good to get some content out. I've got the Rose City Raid tournament coming up this weekend, so unfortunately going to be a bit busy with tournament preparatory rounds and painting a few last models so that I can have a fully painted set. In fact, I think I have just 2 models to paint. I've got a Buried Hacker Infinity. Got to do my Buried Hacker, and I'm a bit torn because I've got this one with a base coat on it already, and then I also picked up the new Black Wind box set, which has this lady in it with the hood on. So I'm not really sure which one's going to get added. Either way, I've got to paint it up on Thursday. Yeah, I've got Thursday to paint my models. That's about it. But it should be fun. Coffee breath keeps sleep paralysis demons like the man with the hat away. I have not had the privilege of meeting the man with the hat, although I did have 2 sleep paralysis episodes at my parents' house a couple years back, and both times I was sleeping on my back. They were unnerving. I was aware of what was going on, though. Like, I'm well aware of the phenomenon. And it made me a little paranoid, so now I'm a side sleeper forevermore. Because I've heard that back sleeping increases your chances of sleep paralysis. Okay. Digressing. Let's see. Which one is this? This is Talking Head 6 and 05951. So we'll go back to the end. We're going to find the one after 05951 which is 010230. I've got to import it here. And then we'll toss in TH7 track and see if we can't get this one quickly edited up. It's a little unfortunate. I could have probably got these done during the After Dark stream, because I just didn't have the energy at the time. I finally got tired and I wanted to capitalize on that. Actually go to sleep. Which, of course, I immediately left the computer station and laid in bed, and it took me another half hour to fall asleep. This is the pre-dark stream. This is correct. Hello, hello again. Call me Grishika. It's a continuation. I took a brief break, and now I'm going to finish up the work. We're aiming to finish this entirely and get this content out for a Monday release, talking about the commission painting, so I can get started on the Titania content when I get back from Rose City Raid. Avery says, the man in the hat is a sinister hallucination reported by weirdos who intentionally overdose on Benadryl. I was a teenager once, and a friend of mine told me about the Benadryl thing, and I did it, and it was a miserable experience. Definitely not fun. Let's see, right here. We're moving on to oil washing, which in reality is a whole bunch of steps. When I was in nuke school, folks would try to trip on Robitussin. That is also a thing that I tried in my teenage years as well, which was also miserable. I tried to swim on that. I think, what was that medication? There were pills that people took that had that active ingredient in it. I think it was Coracetin, cold and cough, I want to say. There were little red pills. And you just you take the whole package, and then you die from a pulmonary embolism or whatever. Real smart things that teenagers do. I would say, why not just get some alcohol from one of your adult friends. But I realized, thinking back, we were doing that too. I had this buddy who pulled up one day at the house, and he's like, "Hey man, I got all this wine," and he had a trunk full of Burgundy, and that stuff was awful. But we drank every bottle of it over a summer. It was happy memories, but definitely not a good time. We were stupid kids. I'm still a stupid kid in my mid-30s. Call me Grishka says, if you took too much Robitussin, it'll start coming out of orifices. Yes. Yes, that's, you get the purple runs. All right, let's pop in the hard limiter. Let's adjust this. I think we're going to start at maybe a 60% zoom. Stay in school, kids. Yes, I hard agree there. Although honestly, my college experience now has been kind of miserable. Hello, Ashton. Ashton says, hey there, man. I saw your 28mm Urban Mech video, and it really inspired me to print my own out, and it is huge. Thank you for your videos. Just wanted to stop by and say thanks. Hey, thanks to you, man. Your viewership is well appreciated. We're going to be doing another big Battletech video coming up real soon. Tex is getting ready to release the the Hunchback video, and I'm going to be printing out one of Locust Labs Hunchbacks. He'll be doing the render for the video. Who's Tex? Well, that's Tex of the Black Pants Legion of Tex Talks Battletech, getting ready for the upcoming episode on the Hunchback. If you want some in-depth content talking about lore in a really fantastic, high production value way, I highly recommend checking out Tex. But so I actually sold off the Marauder, but you can see this guy's like, I don't know, 6 inches tall, 6.5 inches tall. So this time around, we're going to be printing off a Hunchback in, I think it's 1/48 scale, like a Tamiya kit. And it's going to be huge. I don't have the part on me, it's over on the desk. But the torso alone is going to be 9 pieces. So I'm aiming to have the biggest Battletech in the world. I'm guessing like 12 to 15 inches tall or something. Might put it up on auction as well, but honestly, so much work goes into them, and then shipping it would be tremendously expensive. The price I'd have to charge for it would break my soul to be asking that of a community member. But yeah, it'll be fun. There is no like release date as of yet. I'm trying to coordinate and release it correctly. Let Tex get his video out first. But if you're not aware of Tex Talks Battletech, I can't recommend it enough. Call me. Grishka says you should 3D print your own gold trophy for biggest battle mech after you build it. I might just do that and then release. I could release a short with hat changes. What you want to check out if you're not aware of Tex Talks Battletech is just search Tex Talks Battletech, and you'll have this nice. I guess I'll post this right here. I'll do the whole list in the chat right now. Tex Talks Battletech playlist. Here we go. Pow, pop, boom, bow. Good stuff. The early stuff is really awesome, but like as you go through them, the production value just goes up and up and up. These are passion projects. It's really incredible stuff. I highly recommend taking 3 hours out of your day sometime while you're painting or working on other tasks and check out the Ameris Civil War Collapse of Star League Part 1 and 2. Is it kid friendly? I think so. I'm like 90% sure it would be PG, maybe PG-13. There's not nudity. There's not a bunch of cussing, but I think there are a few foul words peppered in here and there when appropriate. So it's, maybe use discretion there. But yeah, it's like 16 hours of content. Really good stuff, really high quality, super high quality production value. He digs into the art, he digs into the lore. They're essays, they are love stories. They are, hearing Tex's voice describing this stuff stirs emotions in me that are surprising. Yeah, it might be some off words and pretty crass humor with Discount Dan and the announcer guy. Yeah, that's correct. You're probably dealing with some off words here and there. Gonna have to listen to these when I paint next. Yeah, if you haven't seen them, they're a real treat. I recommend these videos to people who don't even know Battletech. Big fan, and super excited to be trying to capitalize on the momentum of the of Tech's next release. It by no means is my content associated with Tech's at all, but Duncan Fisher, that's correct. Duncan Fisher, what was his actual name? George Ledoux, I think. Right, George Ledoux. He did Duncan Fisher in, what was that, MechWarrior 3, MechWarrior 4, the Solaris announcer. He's done a lot of stuff for Tech's. It's pretty awesome. Anyhow, making a little progress here. Let's see how this transition looks. I wish I could find more of Kevin McCann's paintings. Kevin McCann? Kevin McCann. Sarna. Let's see what Sarna says. These are all very small printouts of art, but it'd be a starting point, I think. Oh yeah, I recognize this style. Is that a cobra? Interesting choice. What is this? Scorpion versus a cobra? Cobra Sarna. I like the cobra. It's one of those mechs that I've never actually like played around with, but it seemed interesting. A 45 tonner with 2 LRM-15s. Fun design as well. Who did this drawing? Franz Pfeffinkel? Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah. Akuma, Anubis. I recognize these. Pretty sure I have this book on the shelf over there. 3060? Yeah, 3060. 3060. Where's the Cobra? It's in here somewheres. Cobra, page 92. Yeah, big boy. Love it. Love it. Good stuff. Battletech is these technical readouts to me. It's where I got my foot in the door as a kid. My dad had these cool books with stompy robots. And I read them. And I looked at the pictures. And I never learned to play as a kid, but now as an adult, I do. One of the better Black Pants productions is when the critique vintage battleship art, often obviously repurchased art class homework, are moved over from Fantasy or Star Trek Project and Fonagle. Yeah, the 50 kroner bill that Franz drew has Carl from Teen Hunger Force. Fun. Battletech, not Battleship. Yeah, okay. Autocorrect is your nemesis. It would appear, at least. Alright, let's do another... Excuse me. Just inhaled a piece of dust. Let's do another cross dissolve right here. I like what that looked like last time. Okay. Talking about how oil washes takes time. I love the, is it Snake Mountain picture by the picture of the guy in his Neuro helmet. Helmet Battletech. Oh goodness. Set me on a journey instead of Narrow helmet, Battletech. Did a journey instead of a search. The classic one with him on in his helmet, this one right here. Just staring in the middle distance. That's John Gammon. Okay. I'm looking through them. It'd be cool to get these get this art in a, you know, a better repository, I suppose. Let's see. I don't see any artwork listed on the Sarna page. I guess, of course, it's community driven. Love you, Markerhead. Yeah, exactly. They should republish an art book. I agree. I ended up, let's see, I've got my Neuro helmet here handy. This thing is huge. It's like absolutely massive. Come out great. Was quite expensive to print, actually. It used like 2.5 rolls of PLA. I'm not a fan of Patrick Nagel's Cyber Japan poster style, but it's hugely influenced in games and comic art in the minute. You ever work with foam? I wanted to work with foam, and I regret not working with foam, but you know, I got the printer, and it seemed like a good way to do it, and it turned out to be like a very costly and time-consuming way to do it, and it's still very imperfect. But in doing so, I've really learned how to get proper FDM prints that work. I want to go ahead and apologize if any like banging noises start coming through. My psycho upstairs neighbor has started pounding on the walls again. I can hear him screaming upstairs. They've been fighting for hours. It seems to be a theme. It never fails that it is not a conversation topic during a live stream. I feel for the guy. I have empathy. The man is insane. I hear the ramblings, and has all the hallmarks of like word salad insanity. But insomnia aside, the late hours and shouting and screaming of this man upstairs fighting with his, I'm assuming, other half, has meant that I have not gotten more than 6 hours of sleep per night for the last 5 months. It's wild. I'm assuming that there are... We're all mad here. It's not fun to listen to. No, I'm assuming the man is a avid connoisseur of uppers based on the hours and the length of the arguments. But hey, you know, whatever. There's I believe there's an active court case against them, and they'll be out eventually. Emery says, styrene and plastic fusion glue is amazing for scratch building, as are bits of cardboard. Call me Grishka says 2pix2. Styrene and plastic fusion glue, like styrene cement, the stuff that like melts it together. I keep a little bit. I can't get it because it's all the way over there, but I've even got a big jar full of all my Games Workshop offcut sprues and acetone. Sprue goo. Paper clips. Paper clips are... It kind of is the world's worst substance. Sprue goo indeed is such a nightmare to work with. But yeah, it is so useful for bonding or putting stuff together. I've even used it in applications outside of modeling. I had a laptop with a broken bezel on the front and ended up using a big glob of super glue to kind of melt the two broken bits together. And it held up for a while. Eventually I replaced the part, but I got another 6 months out of it. Guitar strings for pipes. It's a wonderful choice. And paper clips, yeah. It's I paperclip pen things. Use pen vise, paper clips, wire cutters. Mount your metal parts together. It's funny how wargame hobbyists are learning like tricks that old head scale modders have known about for decades and decades. You're not wrong there. Well, look at like the prevalence of oil paints these days. People are starting to use oil washes and enamels and like color modulation with oil paints. The whole slap chop thing was funny to me because for the folks I knew who painted, it was just painting. Yeah. I remember hearing about this slap chop technique back circa 2001-ish, around that era when I first started playing Warhammer on the Dr. Faust painting clinic. There were some guys there talking about priming your models white and then using washes, using translucent paint to paint them up, which at the time I dismissed as gimmicky, and now like as this video kind of briefly talks about, speed paints make these commission paintings like doable. Here we all are. Right? Yeah, exactly. It's wild. I love the way YouTube has made some of these techniques and methods and ideas proliferate in the community. I know it's not a perfect platform, but it almost feels like a perfect platform for people who want to learn about paint minis. Let's do 10% zoom out. Do I do a zoom out? Do I do a zoom in? I think I do a zoom in this time. Zip over here, 90%. The polyurethane stain dip started a lot of the ink washes for water-based acrylics products. I remember specifically talking about the polyurethane stain dip for, I want to say it was Tyranids. Guy was calling it a magic dip, and you paint your base colors on it and just dip that boy in there, and it's magic. I think everyone who makes wargaming models should go out and buy a gunpla or a tank. Emery says paint, dip, highlight, matte sealer. Yeah, it's magic, and now it's like it's become common knowledge that it's magic, and there's official products at 8 times the cost, 10 times the cost. And Grishka, I really think you're onto something there. I do think that folks who do wargaming models should go out and buy a gunpla or a tank. I've been wanting to put together a Machine and Krieger kit so bad, but just like it's mostly a budgetary thing. I find when I'm buying new models anymore, I consider like their value for the channel. They are so pricey. That said, I go over to the Games of Berkeley in Berkeley to play BattleTech. Usually, I actually skipped it this weekend to prepare for this tournament, but there's a Ace Hardware over there that has a whole like modeling section. They carry a whole bunch of Tamiya and Machine and Krieger. It's kind of fantastic. You should go out and get a Exabungle. Never heard of it. Model kit. Now that, okay, that looks really fun. Damn, look at this boy. Crab time. Oh, yes. Yes. The old Nito ones are insane. They had casts of parts from other kits and etched metal detail parts. Fun. Some of that old school mecha feel. Sort of thing that Jordan Weissman would have told if he could. Okay. Damn, that thing is cool. $13? What? That's absurdly cheap. Oh my god, that is fun. That is so fun. They're really reasonably priced. Yeah, they look so fun. Damn, I'm mighty tempted. What was that called? GhostTypeCo type? GhostTypeCo. What's the difference? This is 1144 scale, so a little smaller. $14 on Amazon. Tomino did it between Gundams. You should watch the Exabungle cartoon. It was way ahead of its time. Mechs drive like big rigs and everyone is a shifty idiot. It's a cartoon, you say? Show. No way. No way. Okay, yeah. Actually, I have to take a moment and... Oh, wait. He's probably over at Battletech. I got a buddy who's real into mecha. Damn. I think I'm about to order one of these. Let me get this off screen so y'all don't see my payment information. Well, thank you for this resource. That looks super fun, and I think it'll at least go in the it's gonna go in the backlog of stuff to be put together for video content. Gundam Guy directed it. Yeah, it looks fun. It looks really fun. I've been meaning to go back and watch Fang of the Sun Dugram, and this kind of... Your dad's making an Exabungle model. First time he ever made... Very fun. Very, very cool. Oh, I bet it's going to be a blast. I did put together I've done... As a kid, I did some 144 Gundam, and I bought the 1/100 scale heavy arms and assembled it and glued it in position to use as a I think it's the Knight Castellan, Imperial Knight Castellan. Is that the one? No, not the big one. There's one with like a minigun. It is the... Oh, I forgot they added that real big one. I'm looking for this one. Warden. Imperial Knight Warden, this guy right here. So I use a 1/100 scale heavy arms Gundam for this model. Of course, I haven't played 40K in like 2 editions. Cowboy and the government type. The Cowboy bad guy is a pastiche of Eastwood, but he also gets a physical comedy patsy. I mean, this sounds awesome. I wonder where the best place to watch that would be. Bundle show. 50 episodes. That is lengthy. Quite lengthy. Let's see if my preferred streaming site has it. No. Does not. I really don't know where to get anime online to watch it. Well, it looks like the place to watch it might be YouTube. Yeah, okay. Pal, here we go. Let me grab it. Let me put this list in. Toss this list here in the chat. Or let's do Bundle on YouTube! Exclamation point. Pow, playlist right there. Internet Archive, and there's 79 Gundam on it. 52 episodes, standard season for animes at the time. It's wild. Like, Bundle is on YouTube along with SPT Lasner. Never heard of it. Let's see. Blue Comet SVT Lasner. Neat. Let's see if there's some. Interesting. Interesting artwork. Yeah, very cool stuff. As a generic white guy trademark from Tennessee, my exposure to this stuff has been kind of limited, unfortunately. But, that's what learning about and experiencing new stuff's all about. Ooh, where in Tennessee? I'm from a little town called Tullahoma. It's about 74 miles southeast of Nashville. About 30 minutes from the Alabama border. Right next to Lynchburg, where they make Jack Daniels. About 2 hours north of Huntsville. It's about a 4-hour drive to Atlanta. It's actually a pretty good spot. Although about an hour west of Asheville. Let's see. I bet we were looking at the same kind of trees. To Asheville. Yeah. Wait, so were you just an hour west of Asheville? You're talking like towards Pigeon Forge, Knoxville? Just on the other side of the border. It's like 4 hours. Yeah, we're definitely looking at the same kind of trees. My mom still goes to Pigeon Forge just about every year for vacation. Not sure if they have the Dunbine movie or weird follow-up series to Dunbine from a few years ago, but watch out, Dunbine's sad like Odeon, Kill 'em All, Tomino. This is all like... might as well be a foreign language to me. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think we're gonna do a 1 second. The Kill 'em All reputation is overstated, I think. Yeah, Dunbine's intense. Dunbine. Aura Battler Dunbine? Is that what you're talking about? This thing? Images. Some cool art. It's a beetle. Yeah, look up Yoshiyuki Tomino. Yoshiyuki Tomino. Done by Images. Damn, that's cool art. Damn, that's cool art. Damn, that's so much stuff for me to like try to. All right, let me open up my. I have a doc here to watch. Oh, this guy, the shrieking from the psycho upstairs. It's just like I wish these guys would move out. You know, in the state of California, you have a right as a tenant to the quiet enjoyment of your home. And these guys upstairs have been denying me that for months and months and months. Daily fighting. I've probably filed 50 noise complaints on them at this point. And like, it's gotten to the point where like, the police don't come anymore. Even when the guys shrieking call the police out the window, and you call them, they don't show up. It's kind of awful. Not to keep on about that, but man, I'm sick of hearing this man's voice. Digressing. I am looking in my Google Drive currently because I know I have a document in here called movies to watch, and I want to write these things down. There it is, pal. I want to write these down before I lose my thoughts on it. Photons. I've seen the mix. I've seen the mix. So I'm looking at Dumbine and Exabungle and Lasner. Exabungle, SPT. I just wrote SPT Bungle, Lasner, and Photons. Thank you very much, gentlemen. This is a wealth of stuff to check out. Mecha shows, exclamation point, bold heading, save. Cool. I'm excited. I'm always looking for more fun stuff to check out. Anyhow, where were we here? I'm looking at I'm just gentle, lol, nothing else. I feel like I can relate to that. It's good to be a gentle soul in this tumultuous world.
Access granted.
Dang it. I need to add. Excuse me. We'll do 0% there. I think there's another keyframe I gotta get rid of right at the very end. There we go. Okay, so now this oil wash segment should fade into the talking head. There we go. Emery says there's a $45 Blu-ray with all the Votoms episodes, the miniseries, the movies, and a short alt-universe take on a revival show. Everything but Armor Hunter. Mellow link on there. Grishka talking about trying oil washes and using enamel washes for rust and verdigris. I've been using Dirty Down Rust lately, And my oil wash go-to is, I use Winsor & Newton. I think I use Lamp Black. Pretty sure I use Lamp Black. Yeah, I use Lamp Black, and then I mix it in with, I think it's called Burnt Sienna. Yeah, it's kind of like a rich orangey brown, and you mix them in different ratios, and you can get, you know, more Agrex Earth Shady or more Nuln Oil. Good stuff. Probably a solid 60 hours of Votom. Interesting. I agree. I like Burnt Sienna is indeed one of the best colors. It's got, I don't know, that warm brown. It's almost, I'd even describe it as a hot color. Pat Labor is good too. Near future police robots versus construction robots. Only the future of the 90s is like 20 years ago now. It's very true with so many pieces of content these days. It's almost like people didn't expect us to make it this far or be more advanced than we are now. Pat Labor didn't have to make the cup, so sweet. Yeah. I've been recommended a mecha kit from that, so I've seen the robots, but not the show, of course. All right, which one was this? This was TH8, and TH8 needs to get the. Yeah, they are indeed sexy. That I would distinctly describe their designs as sexy. The bunny ears. I like the bunny ears. Good aesthetic. Makes me think of the old Marut for Infinity. So let's see if I can find the old one. Love this mech. Oh god, that's such a tiny. Why is it not coming in? There we go, full resolution. So this is the old tag for Aleph, and they went in a weird direction with it. I think she got the buns and the bun ears. Big, what's that big? What's the big rabbit called? The Lop or whatever. They recently did a redesign of the Marut, and it's got a new model that looks like this now. Okay, I need to take a moment. I need to inform the front desk worker of the shrieking I'm hearing upstairs. These guys have been at it for hours. I'm going to take 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, and I'll be right back to work. Need to give these folks a call and issue a noise complaint. I regret to walk away in this moment, but I need to do this, so I'll be right back. All right, well, no luck there. Evidently, nobody's on staff right now. It's after hours for management, and nobody's answering at the front desk. It's uncanny that these guys upstairs choose to fight, you know, at times when there's nobody to report the misdeeds to. I'd call the police when he's shrieking for someone to call the police, but this happens so often, and every time the police show up, they don't answer the door, so there's nothing that can be done. Hey, maybe they'll kill each other this time. A little dark there, but boy, am I tired of it. I know there's the trope of the like noisy upstairs neighbor, but these guys are something different, something altogether more awful. It's like this cycle of I hear the one guy taunting the other guy, and then they fight, and he shrieks for help, and you can hear them hitting each other and slamming furniture and throwing things across the house, and then it stops, and the guy goes back to taunting the other one. Rinse and repeat for, like, you know, up to 20 solid hours nonstop of it at the worst times. Jesus, and the rest of them. I mean, I'm assuming they're just, you know, I'm not without empathy. Obviously, very obviously, there's some mental health issues, but it also, judging by the length of time involved, there's very clearly methamphetamine abuse going on up there as well. Yeah, I shit you not. The worst instance of the shouting and fighting and banging was 20 hours nonstop. And it's maddening. Oh, no way. Okay, I got this clip is done in one take. Amazing. Let's take about that much. Let's get rid of that. And yeah, it's two guys. Yeah, it's wild too. It's very wild. 'Cause when you see these people, judging by the stomping and the furniture slamming, you'd expect these guys to be huge, and then they come down there. They're like, they can't be more than 5'1" each. They're little tiny dudes. And honestly, I just want them to stop. I wish they'd stop and like live peacefully and maybe not be schizophrenic meth heads. But at this point, if it means they got to be evicted, they need to be evicted. They're a nuisance. You ever think about how Third Eye Blind made a song about the speed epidemic in Call in the 90s, and it got put in the Digimon movie for kids? No, that has never crossed my mind. But I do recall going to school and going through the DARE program, where they did the big talk about meth labs and meth usage, and basically showed all the kids in the class every ingredient you need to make a meth lab. It's pretty bad here in. They used Semi-Charmed Life for the credits, I think. God, I hated DARE. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's just, and like, I get that some of the drug issues in our society stem from deeper societal problems. Our officer got busted for sexual harassment. It's almost like positions of power and sexual misconduct go hand in hand. Who'd have thought? Alright, let's do another 1 second. Fade out right here. Pow. And then this gets appended to the end of the lens jeweling segment, which I think, well, what's the last end of that look like? We're gonna fade that one out. When I was a little kid, they gave us Watership Down. We all needed to think about the Black Rabbit of Inley, and oppressive regimes, and Art Garfunkel singing Bright Eyes, a song about death. Watership Down, I finally went back and watched it, and it is Inlay. Okay. It is, what a traumatic piece of cinematic history. It is, yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. Animated bucket of confusing trauma for 6-year-olds. Yeah. You know, I can't help but notice that autocorrect did not correct YRAUMA. It is not your friend. The autocorrect is not your friend at all, Emery. Okay, I think this is... Keep our little bits of greenery very tiny. Okay, cool. Oh! I just got a notification from Cookie Clicker. I have made 10 quintillion cookies just from cursors. Let's go ahead and invest some cookies real quick so I can get back to work. I guess the Sword in the Stone isn't about animals getting PTSD per se, but that little girl squirrel got really sad. I think it's important to expose kids to harsher realities of of life. Of course, I'm not a parent, of course, but I've seen some of the kids in my extended family grow up sheltered, and it doesn't end well. I saw Alien when I was 6 and wanted the toy, no problem, but Watership messed me up. Yeah. I can only imagine. I guess Watership Down might be a little more poignant in that regard, in that it's drawn in a fun way, right? They're cartoons. They should be cute and fun. That's what our expectations have set for us. But it's a very, very serious film. Anyhow, let's. Is that Alien when you're 6? I definitely love Giger's work. Definitely sets the tone for Alien. I could see why you'd want the toy. Perfect. Such a good design. I actually just did my my general writing requirement, my writing about art history for this degree on Giger. My thesis was how his piece Necronom 4 images specifically was used to be the alien. This directly became the alien from his book Necronomicon when it was showed to Ridley Scott while he was looking for the creature for his film. But my thesis was how this art piece moved Giger's work from being his own to public property to like creating a new genre. Which is interesting. I think it's worth letting kids feel certain complicated feelings. I definitely think it helps. I think it helped me being ADHD and on the spectrum. So yeah, getting exposed to those like complicated feelings and thoughts and harsh realities. I can see some value to that. And like cartoons or movies can communicate these ideas in a way that like transcends someone just telling you about it. This specific piece took Giger's work from being his own thing to like establish. Yeah, so because with the release of Alien, Giger's work kind of got catapulted into the public eye in a way that it never really was before. Giger was never accepted as like fine art. He was never in galleries. In fact, to this day, the only galleries that have Giger's work in it are Giger galleries. But like, who doesn't know the alien? I mean, biomechanics wasn't really a thing before then. Guy Aitchison developed his entire tattooing career around biomechanics stuff. Yeah, I'm big fan of Giger. I know this is a tangent, but like you said Alien, I'm like, oh, I love Alien, good stuff. I'm thinking of getting some of the trailer park garbage on my arms covered up with some biomechanics eventually, but that's very expensive. And I am a poor student who is trying to make money on YouTube. Anyhow, that was the last talking head bit, and now I've got to do the outro bit, which is like 4 minutes. I had a lot of trouble with this one. I kept stumbling over lines. Traffic kept going by. I'm gonna have to weed out all the cursing. Excuse me, still burping up coffee. Get this lined up. Give it a listen. Oh man. Hey, let me make sure once again, just like that ain't coming through. Okay. I'm using lots of language that's very unbecoming of me there. Dang, I love talking head bits. Road to Nowhere, Psycho Killer, Once in a Lifetime, good bits. Yeah. I haven't listened to them much, but it's definitely an association that crosses my mind every time I talk about putting together talking head stuff. Okay, I need this one right here. I love that my double chin is like front and center with this this lighting and the angle. So good. Let's get that before the breath. Right there. Pal, we're gonna keep this. Let me slide that down so we can give a nice job, honestly. Well, thank you. It's it's I used to care a lot more. As I'm getting older, I couldn't care less. I wear ridiculous stuff, bright colors. Let the fat all hang out. It's like, who cares, right? You're judging me on my appearance, then you're just projecting your own insecurities onto me. This is America, damn it. I have a right to be as fat as I'd like. I like Concrete Blonde, and then their lead singer went off and joined the Heads after Byrne left. I don't get these references. Concrete Blonde. I've heard the name. Concrete Blonde. Concrete Blonde rock band. Have I heard? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I recognize these songs. I've heard it. I've heard them. Janet Napolitana. David Byrne was the original lead for the Talking Heads. Okay. I'm sure, like, so I have this tendency to not remember famous people's names. Like, I can't tell you what actors in what film, but I can tell you about the films. I can't tell you who sung this song or even the name of the band, but if I heard it, I'd know it. Okay, we want this. Catch it where I go. As okay, cool. We'll take that spot right there. This is talking about packing models. I remember everything except for names and dates. ADHD silly. Or ADD. So I can't keep a schedule, remember who people I meet. I feel that. I don't know my own family members' birthdays, for instance. It takes me probably 8 to 10 times meeting someone before their name sticks. But on the flip side of that, I remember weird things, like I can always remember where I parked my car. Names don't stick, but faces are instantaneous and forever. I wonder if there's some crossover between bipolar chemical imbalances and ADD, ADHD. Little homing pigeon. Yeah, it is super useful because, especially here in the city, like back east, it would always help me parking in like a big place, oh, what was the name of that? There was a mall up in Murfreesboro, had a massive parking lot. I could lead us right to the car. Here, it's like the parking in my neighborhood is awful, so I park like a mile from my house on various side streets up the hill near the Potrero Hill Whole Foods. And there's like the parking there is just street cleaning, weekly street cleaning, and there's no meters or 2-hour limits. So I'll park up there and then just like I know where it's at, so I don't mark it in the phone or nothing. I fumbled that one. Fumbled it again. Fumbled it again. I might actually keep this clip right here. That's so... I think that's the outro to the video. Right there. Oh, too good. Let's take this right here. Oh my god, that's fucking gold. I was so mad at this point, like already going into it, and then let's see if I can't. I'll keep it right there like that. Let's do a. How do I mark in? Is it a right click, mark in, mark out. Let's get rid of this. Let's put in the hard limiter. Let's render into out. No, not render. Oops. Save. Export into out. This is a clip. This is happening right now. We're going to call this painting for commission demos. But yeah, demos is fine. We'll call this furthermore. With no E, evidently. Source into out. Video is going 1080p. Audio set. Yep. Pal, let's see how fast this goes. Cold, hot, anger, F flames on the side of my yes. Clue movie reference. Madeline Kahn. I don't think I've ever actually seen Clue. I don't think I've ever seen it. Might have to watch that. 85. Alright, let's see if I can't. Pretty sure I have a way to play this. Working in Premiere, and then we do demo the video, and we change this to add files, go into, where is painting for commission demos? I need to get some chips. Damn, I want some chips too. Can you email me some chips? Let's get rid of that one. Let's okay this. Let's turn that on and turn this off, and I should be able to just click this button and go right into it. Furthermore, if you'd like to get your hands on your own set of mix, Furthermore, if you'd like to get your hands on your own set of if you'd like to get your hands on your own set of mix yes, that's fun. That's very fun. I'll shadow run you some microchips. Yes. This is bringing me such joy right here. I think this is definitely the outro of the video today. Usually I try to use some B-roll of playing games, but yes. I like this. This makes me happy. Oh, I might have to keep both of these actually. Okay. Zip, zip, zip. Zip, zip. Zip. Beep, bop. And then we put this clip in here. I'm gonna have to keep this whole thingamabob. How long is that? That's 25:59 to 26:29. Ah, perfect. 30 seconds. Okay. I'm going to copy this because that is the outro. I need the rest of that actually because I stumbled 2 more times after trying to do the corrections. Okay, it goes from right here, wherever that F shape starts in mouth, and then we'll go. It's kind of remarkable, actually, how like sometimes when you're trying to record lines, it's like your tongue swells up in your mouth and don't fit no more. All right, we want this one. We're keeping that bit. And then I went to say furthermore again at the end. I am a dumb person sometimes, and that is fine. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Everybody's entitled to be a little dumb every now and then. Oh boy. Editing, yeah. Let's see. Damn, okay, I need down there, let's cut it right here. We want that front half. Take this right here. I should have just stopped and redone the whole thing instead of so many small edits. And then we'll cut this one and keep this. Catch it before I inhale. There we go. I guess that's behind my camera in the corner. What's next? Is this a clip that gets kept? Is this me cussing about traffic again? Okay, I want to keep the front half of this right here. Right here. Oops. And then this goes to like halfway in between. If you click me, the contact me and send me, okay. And then catch this before I inhale. Move it up so I can see what I'm keeping. And then we're gonna grab, I think it's right here. I wonder if I keep that whole thing. Okay. Right there. Boop, we'll keep that. Oh, this is a nightmare of editing. I knew it was going to be bad. And actually, this is part of why I wrapped it up at the end of the evening. And then I need all of this right here. Grab this. Keep that. Pop, pop, pop. It's gonna be a mess of jumble cuts. Grab this. Need this. Need that right before the breath. Right before the inhale. Keep this one. Damn, this one's a mess. This outro is it's remarkably hard to say a sentence, let alone a full paragraph. Okay, that one was good enough. That's what happened there. That one was good enough. Catch it with the J sound coming out right here, and then off the back end. And keep this. Move that up. My partner is dyeing their hair purple, so I asked us to carpet match the gray. And they threatened to kill me. The palpable feeling from that footage is this interview is not going well. I will not be getting this job. I may be carried out to my car in a headlock. Yes. I may be carried out to my car by Trudy Headlock. But the humor is well worth it. Never miss an opportunity to put in a good joke. Oops, it didn't take the click. Video. Trying to tell people who watch this video all the way to the end that if they tell me they synced this video, they get a 20% off their order. I'm sponsoring myself. I think sometimes vids can be a bit averse to silliness. Yeah, I think you're right. And embracing that silliness, I think, really opens up some nonsense. Fall into pure spectacle. Your vids keep it fun. I love the 2Kid video so much. That one was a ton of fun. I felt the pressure of trying to get that together. But Tuck over at Battlebound was such a good sport about it, and like I honestly kind of did him a little dirty in that, like, he had his footage ready and I did not have my footage ready. I was on the bleeding edge of the razor's edge of getting it done. Tuck Devion is so good I can almost forgive him for being Fetty. Yeah, that's fair. Although, you know, my primary faction is the Arcturan Guards. So I guess that's not FedCom though, is it? That's Lyran Alliance. Emery says, man, I haven't seen the carpet since 1997. They just went away. Everyone has hard floors now. Yeah, I glances down at the hard floor in my apartment that I specifically had them replace the carpet with. Up till recently, I had a couple little dogs and a cat, and I developed dog allergies in the last like 6 or 7 years or whatever, just somewhat recently, within the last decade, and now I'm horribly allergic to dogs. I guess it makes sense though, because like you develop allergies by being exposed to the allergen. We're gonna keep this segment right here. Pow, pow, pow. But of course now I don't have any animals now, but switching to the hard floors made a big difference. I stopped sneezing all the time. Let's see if I say "in the end" 3 times in this content here. All right, we can keep that one. I have a Donegal Guard group, Hades Light Infantry group, and I'm wanting to get together a Clan Tetsuhara group. I don't know that last one. I don't know that one at all. Someone is messaging me. Oh, wouldn't you know, it's the Samsung account legal terms have been updated. I'm kind of averse to clanners. I'm definitely inner sphere through and through, but I do have a small Clan Wolverine contingent, which I think is appropriate for me, because well, they don't exist anymore, and if they were to exist anymore, clanners would not be happy about that. Just the family of Minobu Tetsuhara. Battletech. Who dat? Minobu Tetsuhara. Mech warrior and service combine. First liaison officer to the Wolf's Dragoons when they entered Kurita employee. Okay. Became a close friend of Jamie Wolf. Commanded the Ryukin, and then he killed himself to reclaim his honor. Cool. Cool. Minnesota tribe, yeah. Let's see, I wonder if I have any. Bet I don't have any pictures of them. Tetsuhara's Ryukin. They're like gold. The only black lineage in the inner sphere. Interesting. Battletech. What's the better site to look up? Camo specs, maybe? Camo specs. They were done pretty dirty. Yeah, it makes sense. Lots of Red Dawn and basketball references. Yes. Akuma. Dragon Crest. Are they gray? Yeah, charcoal gray. And then they have different colored accents. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know which one I'd go with. Damn, look at that beast. That's more my speed right there. Look at that free hand. God, that's fun. Nodachi repos. Someone put some love into these mechs. Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Pilot a dragon when he's fighting the wolves. Dragon's one of those mechs that I don't feel super strongly one way or the other about. His ancestral cat mech was a panther called Katana Cat. Just because it's a cat with a katana? Say anything a dragon can do, a centurion can do for less damage. What's the advantage? What's the advantage over Dragon Sarna? Centurion Sarna. Is there armor speed difference? 50 tons on the Centurion, 60 on the Dragon. Where do the extra 10 tons go? Speed for sure. Dragon has a weaker armament. You can mount jump jets to a Dragon if I can recall. Does it say how many tons of armor it has here? Two tons of ammo for each weapon. Centurion's got 2 tons of reloads for the LRM-10. I guess there's probably a lot of weight in that engine upgrade. I can only imagine as much. Shit, let's see. Mech HQ, Mega Mech. Centurion, such a grand little warrior. I never could care less in the past about the Centurion and playing the video games, the later video games, MechWarrior 5, the other one, BattleTech, kind of made me start to like them. What is the... It's the DRG-1N. Alright, it's got 201 points of armor versus 169. Okay, Dragon has substantially more armor. It's an AC-5, an LRM-10 carrier, about like a Centurion T. Put some Grey Death Data Core stuff in there. That's fair. That is quite fair. My buddy is a big proponent of the laser version of the Centurion. Is that it? The AL? Yeah. Large laser, small laser, 2 medium lasers. Still same armor, still 169. How much does that Dragon have? Dragon's sitting at 160,201. Is it less armor? Did I read that wrong? $136. Okay, yeah, it is a little more armor. 136 on the Centurion. 160. It's not a huge difference. I guess the big thing is the speed. It's AC. If I had to choose a stock Dragon or Centurion, I'd choose Centurion every time and use the BV tonnage for a bigger heavy mech. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, let's see, how does a 3-4 mech compare? If you went 100 BV up, 120 BV up, you're looking at a better mech in the Centurion, or a better pilot in the Centurion. My local group has started getting pretty heavy into taking better pilots and not keeping it stock. I want this one right here. Let's get that eyebrow raise in there. Okay, so we want this whole section stays. Uh-oh. Why did my audio stop there for a second? Weird. Okay. I'm going to cut that right there. And then I think that means I now have a... Good Lord, that's a lot of cuts. My Hyades light infantry forces are designed specifically to be very fun and to embarrass my friends. The heaviest mech I have is a 3.5 rifleman, and I have a rocket launcher galleon tank too. It's a lance that either gets crushed in a few turns or makes folks look silly. Yeah, I dig it. I got some pretty fun lances thrown together. My Atomo set that I did for the, what was that video called? Painting a mech in just one day or something. They are specifically built to throw as many cluster charts as I can, while still being like playable. It's like a bunch of SRMs, a bunch of MRMs, a bunch of LBX, and then of course the absurd amount of missiles from the longbow and oh, what's that chassis called? The Avatar AV1-OB, black and gold Umbreon looking mechs. Yeah, they definitely, like, you can tell I cut some corners. The gold is applied a little sloppily, but honestly, I think that kind of goes with the adage I keep pushing that like, good enough is good enough. And that is something that was told to me by a good friend of mine who paints an absurd amount of models. Like, the guy paints more than anyone I've ever seen. And he told me once, like, would you rather have half of your force painted to an extremely high, beautiful standard, or would you rather have your mechs done and painted up and not gray? And like, learning to accept that in your paint jobs, I think is really important to getting armies finished. And it's kind of informed some of the stuff I do here on the channel. Like, I want my content to be aimed at both a middling or lower high-end painter or beginners the same way. You've met a bunch of folks who straight up say, I don't actually play Warhammer, I just paint, which is totally cool, but it confuses me. That's fair. Confession time, I actually hate painting. I hate it so much. I hate the process of painting. It hurts my back, it hurts my eyes, it hurts my neck. It sucks. Long hours sitting there. It's tedious. It's not fun. It's not relaxing. It's never made sense to me that people do the painting for fun. But that said, when you get some cool mechs painted up, or models in general, and you show up for game day and you put those models down and you get all those internet points from posting them on Reddit or whatever, and get it, you know, you lay them models down and people are like, oh, can I see that? And it's so good. Yeah, got to get an ergonomic setup. Got to watch your back. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I spent a little time learning to tattoo, which unfortunately turned into a failed endeavor for me because, well, I wasn't willing to live in my hometown anymore. And that, I'll tell you, will absolutely destroy your back, especially when you're tall. So I'm 6'3", and like, there's been times working on clients where I'm like literally folded in half, bended down close enough to work on them. And painting isn't much better. Of course, my chair situation is not great either. I think I've mentioned before that I'm in a folding steel chair all the time. Should make barber chairs for tattoo artists. It's a bit of a trade-off when you're working tattoo, because like your canvas is really big and odd shaped, so the best seat for your workflow is going to be a little stool with wheels on it, which sucks for your spine. But like, you know, if you got to roll completely around the table to work on the other side of someone's belly, you could do it. I think it just hit me what I need to do here and make. I think I want to do like a long zoom on this bit. What I was thinking I'd throw this into a sequence, but maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Let's start this one at 75% zoom. Just edit. Let's shift this over like that. Call this 1110 and 705. I think this one needs a zoom change. So we'll set that up. We'll go back one frame. We're going to pop in a keyframe. We're going to change this one 10%, I think. Okay, this one should maybe be 990 by, I like that it's 666.6. Hail Satan. This one should probably match that other one, so 990, 990, 666.6. Let's do a cut here. This one should match so it doesn't jump around too much. Hail Santa. Yes. Same guy, right? Let's do, ooh, is this a, okay. We're gonna go both red guys. They are indeed both red guys. Let's do this one at, where did this last bit end? 75%? Let's go full on 50. No, you can see my disgusting kitchen. This one should go, I think, 5% in by this point, and then this one should go another 5% by the end here, and then this one will do a jump cut into 80%. Oh, what? Did I say just let me know? Just let me know, and then I said just let me know again? Okay, we can get rid of that. Pop this in. This one is 100%. This one should zoom out some, maybe. Doing 80% on that one. Oh boy. Okay, almost there. Almost there. And honestly, like, so for the full video, I need to do, this is the last talking head bit, and then I need to put a voiceover over this and that and all this and all that and all that. So I'm probably looking at, I don't know, maybe another hour in this. It's going to be a long work day today, but I want to get this done. I want to have a Monday release out. New content. We're going to go from 100 to 90. And then we're going to go from, oopsies, let's take that off. Yes, delete. Position scale, we're going to go from 90 to 80. 80. And this one's going to keep going from 80 down to 65. 65. This should probably be shifted down a little bit. Get my hat in the cut, and then also keep the hat in the cut. And then this one, this number needs to match 985 690. And this one goes 985. Wait. All right, I gotta actually get rid of this keyframe. 985 680. Was it 680 or 690? 690. Okay. 690. Right, pop to the end and ensure that this shot. Have I done here? I can move up to there. What is that expression for half a second there? Okay. I should probably cut out all that right there. We're going to take these keyframes and we're going to shift them here. And we're going to go one frame to the right and get rid of all that like awful, hateful look off my face. I'd say I'm 50% nice, fun guy and 50% insufferable jackass. Okay, and then this needs to match the same positioning as this keyframe, which is 1030 by 645. 1030, 645. 1030, 1030, 645. Jump to the end. Make sure I'm kept kind of center frame. That's good enough right there. What is this segment? What's going on here? I know what this is. Yes, okay. So this is the This is the talking head outro, which should probably get a fade to fade black. What is that transition called? Video transitions. Dissolve, dip to black. Dip to black. I'll put a dip to black right there. All right. That's going to be some music with the reveal of the models. We're going to cut into this. And then this goes, I think, a 2-second fade out. Yeah, we're gonna do a 2 full second fade out on that. Go back 1 frame, go back 2 full seconds. Right when I do the hat's finger salute, we'll zip it out. Yeah, cool. And then we'll pop into this nonsense and put some like silly music behind it or something. Get rid of this. Put this in. Maybe adjust the position a bit. Do I do 60%? No, I focus on the face. Focus on the face. All right, let's put some silly music. What's the silliest music I got? I think Bumpadum song. I can't remember the name of it. Ba Padam song. Can I get away with that? Let's get rid of this. Boop. Bap, boop. This one probably like negative 35 decibels. Negative 35. Yeah. Oh, it's so dumb. All right. And then this one gets another, a 1 second fade out. Goes to the end of that. 0%. Get rid of that one. Did you see the new Overwatch hero seems like your new main? I did not. No, I did not. Hello, Mr. Tyler. How are you doing today? Thank you for stopping by, as always. We just have finished editing the voiceovers. At the current state of this video, I need this section right here and this section right here. Well, all the gaps in between these little green marks. Pow, pow, pow. I need voiceovers. Emery says they got rid of the gorilla. I wouldn't know. I have never played Overwatch. Tyler seems to be confusing Apex for Overwatch, particularly to irk me. I just about killed myself. Yes. Yes. Here, let me see if I can't send this clip over to you, Tyler. I might be able to post it in Discord. No, it's 36 megabytes. I can't send it to you. You just have to wait and see. Get irked. I believe irked is spelled with an I. Oh shit, did I make a claim as to an advertisement in my video? I'm gonna have to listen to this. I'm not gonna cover putting a box together. Okay, so if I call this video length where it's sitting at right now, it is a 23-minute drop a Titan on it. Or how would you pronounce the OE? I think what? I can't read these things. You know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing, Mr. Tyler. You know what you're doing. I see you. I'm pointing at the chat over here because that's where you're at. How are you today, Tyler? Did you get out and chuck some discs today on this fine weekend evening? Oh, it's nighttime where you're at. Let's stick this there. You're a real tomato. Tomatoes are my favorite. They're my favorite fruit by far. Nah, dinner at the in-laws and pool time. You still swimming laps? What did I just type? I thought I typed notepad. Okay. So now I've got to fill 1 minute and 10 seconds with a little bit of dinner tomato sandwich. Damn, that sounds good, dude. Turkey, tomato with seasonal tomatoes, a godly sandwich. Man, I really want some tomatoes now. So I live above I guess you call it a boutique grocery store, and they always have heirloom tomatoes in stock. They're overly expensive, but damn if they ain't good. I like a good yellow tomato, low acid, high tomato flavor. But yes, I still swim laps. I could have had a V8. Damn, I could go for a V8. I guess I'm hungry on some level. Grow tomatoes on our land. My brother used to grow tomatoes on his property, and I recall that every time he'd harvest, he'd just have so many tomatoes that he'd be giving them away by the basketful, bags of them. Snappy Tom, maybe. I'm not sure what Snappy Tom is. I don't get the significance. All right. Yeah, it's shockingly easy to grow food. It is quite surprising. I do enjoy growing stuff. I don't have a way to do so. I guess I could potentially apply for a plot at the local, there's like a community garden on my block where you get like I think it's 3 foot by 7 foot plot of dirt. You should grow basil on your window. That's a real good idea. The only plant I have in the house is a little hardy piece of prickly pear cactus that I rescued from the sidewalk. And I put it in a little container, and it's been slowly getting bigger and bigger. Used to have more plants. I used to, back when I smoked drugs, which I don't anymore. I've been more or less straight edge for, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years now. But I used to grow some real pretty weed plants. Exercising my right to here in California. But honestly, it wasn't too different from growing tomatoes. Just like same amount of care. Although I think it'd be a little weird to have an indoor grow op with tomatoes. Expensive to run a what are those lights called? High pressure sodium. 650 watt light. I told this to my phone. He did not laugh. Caterpillars and other things that suck juice and leave scars. Yeah, you're right. You got to get it before the bugs get them. That actually reminds me. I have this idea for a tattoo I want to get. I want my entire back done as a tomato vine, with like, kind of looks like it's been uprooted with the roots on my butt cheek and the vine going up my shoulders and then like up my back and then across my shoulders with a bunch of tomatoes shooting across, and then right in the middle, the small of my back, a great big tomato hornworm. Awful things to have in your garden, but damn if they ain't a pretty capertiller. I think it'd make for a really good tattoo piece. Get it done in kind of a new school styling. Pretty little bug. And I use little loosely because these big boys indeed. Pretty animal. I think I did a tomato hornworm for an art class project. Maybe it was my design class. That's not it. Is it in here? Maybe I didn't save it. Dang. Got it around here somewhere. Farmer Co-op Yakuza tax. That'd be awesome. Warhammer model paint soon. Tyler asked about Warhammer. So here's the deal. Doing a Warhammer model is kind of, in my mind and heart, accepting defeat and selling out. That said, I would very much like to do something in the Warhammer universe that is not on the the hype train, not on the new stuff, not Leviathan, not 10th edition. I actually am thinking about these how do I put it? These little board games that they have. What's it called? Alright, this is probably it. Warhammer. So I got this board game. I have several of them, but this is the one that come to mind. I got this game called Lost Patrol. It comes with, see if someone's got a picture of the models. It comes with a couple Space Marine Scouts and a bunch of Gene Stealers. And I thought that it would be a really fun paint because it's not that many models, and it'd be a nice way to kind of cross the line between painting up models and painting up your board games. And will be a fun foot in the door to talk about painting your board games. And of course I've got the OG Hero Quest as well that I'd like to paint up. And then I can't remember what these games were called. Space Marine Adventures? I think that's it. Yeah. That's the one. I've got this box as well. So it'd be a fun way to paint up some Space Marines that are, you know, representative of each of the chapters or several of the chapters. I don't think it's selling out, and you should paint with your heart, but I'm kind of glad you don't do stuff in the Games Workshop ecosystem as someone who kind of refuses to engage with that particular deal. Yeah, I agree. Games Workshop has done me dirty a few times at this point. They keep getting me with FOMO, so I've stopped buying Kill Team products. The biggest slight beyond like their price points is that as a longtime Space Marine player, they introduced Primaris Marines to sell more Space Marines to Space Marine players and to invalidate the Space Marines that you've already been collecting for 20 years. And from a capitalistic viewpoint, it makes sense. From a game community standpoint, I'd rather them try to sell me a different army than try to sell me more Space Marines. But I digress. On that topic, Emery, Curse City done as a Mordheim warband. I do have Curse City. I think I'm a little late to release it based on that last Squidmar video that come out, but I think it'd be a really fun one to put together. I'd also like to get my hands on Blackstone Fortress, but honestly, I can't justify it. My local game shop owner likes to tease me because I buy White Dwarfs in the magazines because the world and game community interests me, but I've never bought any army figs. And they keep saying I'll crack soon. I applaud you for not taking that plunge, to tell you the truth. I tell the guys who I talk to about painting Infinity models, there are better things to paint, and I like Infinity particularly because it's less heroic scale and it's more detailed. Got to go to bed. See you. Good luck on video. Thanks for stopping by, Tyler. I hope you've had a fantastic day, and I will probably talk at you real soon. I'm unfortunately going to be locked in for a while on this tonight. I want to get this video done and edited, and get it done. Get some content out for the community. Where was I on Infinity? Oh yeah, Infinity models are detailed, whereas Warhammer models are covered in details. They're not particularly super detailed. And honestly, over the years, like the shift, the shift towards computer generated models has lost some of the charm. I really loved your Coca-Cola Warriors. I've been meaning to do some more of those because I've got I don't think I can pull this box down without everything crashing down. I want to add some more to them very soon because I picked up the US Ariadna Army Pack. I picked up this box right here, which is really the way to get the, and let's just do it this way. Open image, new tab. Army box, it's actually like the poster that's back here, but I want to add the Devil Dog to my list, which is this big boy right here, and he's got this pooch goes with him. And the only way to get the models in that box, so I picked the box up, and I think it'll be interesting to try and paint those up in the Coca-Cola Rangers colors. Yeah, here we go. Fun, really effective unit. I'm pretty sure it has total immunity. It's armor 4. It comes with a synchronized unit, so every time you spend an order on it, you're moving him and the antipode. Here they are. Good unit. I don't use them much though. Mantic and Reaper, if you want sci-fi mousies, yes. I actually have a full set of the like Space Marine mouselings that I've been meaning to paint, but just like the algorithm hit on BattleTech, and at the current size of my channel, I would be foolish to not continue to run with that and continue to feed into that. That said, I do want to do fun stuff, thus the Tanya video, thus the Edna video, more Infinity stuff. In fact, I have been painting some models for Rose City Raid, and I've been recording the process as well, so I'm probably gonna put a piece of content out soon about my Janissary missile launcher unit. You should make a MechWarrior 3rd edition character and then kit bash yourself a 28mm mech jock. Yeah, sprite not spite. Pilot, a farmer, soldier, yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I've got a buddy who wants to run MechWarrior, but just like I've got so much going on. It's hard to find time for TTRPG. I do like silly. MechWarrior RPG is very silly. Although, so starting, I think July 11th is where we're playing it. I'm going to run Cyborg for the guys. And we're going to be running that in Tabletop Simulator. I think I've got them talked into running a stream. I've got to get everyone's consent though. I've got 2 out of the 3 parties so far who are hype on it. But yeah, Cyborg's cool stuff. The book itself is like a real treat. You know, imagine Zaibatsu, Cyberpunk, but like a little more shit covered than Blade Runner. A lot more violent. So maybe somewhere in between Necromunda and Blade Runner, and then without the gothic feel to it. Although I guess that gothic feel could be brought up too in like some cults, because they're in there. Maybe the Kazakhs drink people's beat and turn up. I like it. I like it quite a bit. I actually picked up TTRPG Death Spiral. I feel like I've heard that name. It's the same guys who did Morkborg. TTRPG. Profoundly hopeless dungeon crawl game about doomed explorer and inevitable demise in the dark depths of the abyss below. I don't see any... Oh, here we go. Yeah, maybe it is, it's the same guys who did Morkborg. I also have Morkborg over there, but I'm thinking of using... I'm using Cyborg as a way to get the guys hype on Morkborg, which is, it plays the same, it's real rules light, and again, like, I have last word talking about Morkborg. Morkborg seems, it seems so good. Just like, you know, doom and gloom RPG, and it's in like a shit ditch in black metal Sweden. It's just like, I love it. And I've been meaning to run it, but we've had some bad luck with had a little bit of bad luck trying to get some TTRPG runnings. I planned out a 2nd edition D&D playthrough of White Plume Mountain recently, and I asked people to have their characters ready, gave them like a month to prepare. Folks were not ready. I was not happy. I said some words, and may have kind of killed our RPG group with my words. So yeah, that was bad. But I think we've smoothed it over, and now we're going to be getting into some TTRPG light until such time as our Dungeon Crawl Classics Dungeon Master is ready to run a campaign again. Anyhow, at this point, I am starting to put together the talking head bits. I mean, not the talking head, the voiceover lines. And it's looking like I'm on schedule to get this video done and out tonight. I'll probably, knowing how it goes, it'll probably take, like, I might be stuck here for another hour and a half doing voiceover stuff. And then another hour in compiling. But how far in on it? 2.5 hours? I can go a little longer. I am starting to lose a little bit of focus and could stand to pick up some kind of salty snack, something for dinner myself. And actually, the Neuro Helmet marker head picture is called Snake Dance. Do you have the artist name? Art. Battletech. Oh, it's just the name of that piece. Okay. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites. So good. I love the contrast of the background there. No, I'm not gonna whitelist. You want to open this image in a new tab and put it on the screen once again to see the glorious thing that is Succession Wars era. Succession War era helmet. And I think, honestly, with that one, I need to stretch my back. I need to stretch my legs. I need to eat something. It might take me 20-30 minutes to get food, depending on what I decide. So what I think I'm going to do here is walk away with the win. That is the fully edited talking head scenes. Everything is compiled and ready. I just need to do these voiceover scenes. And I'm going to do those. Those will be done tonight, and we will have this video out tomorrow. I will schedule it for the regular release time at, I think it's 9 a.m. PST when I usually post them. So, what's that, 11 Central or noontime Eastern. We'll have this content out. I want to take a moment to heartily thank y'all gents for chatting with me today and exposing me to so many fun things. I'm looking forward to checking out all these mecha bits of anime, maybe even delve into some of the manga, and definitely putting together that kit that I just ordered off of Amazon. That'll be super fun, and I'll probably turn it into content eventually. But rest assured, I do have a massive backlog of stuff to paint. And as my schedule clears a bit, I'm hoping to start putting out at least bi-weekly content. I've kind of killed the channel growth a little bit by being so lax in my dedication to putting out the main content. Currently, I do keep running these live streams because it's a way to farm what I'm doing for content. We're gonna start up the paint stream at some point. Ordered some equipment to get into that, and the Thursday stream with Tech Noir I'm having a lot of fun doing that, so we'll probably continue playing old games once a week. But in the meantime, I need to get some more content out. I need to get some more Battletech. I need to get some more Infinity. It'll be super fun. So once again, thank you so much for joining me today and chatting with me. That's been a blast. The amount of interaction with y'all has been overwhelming and a ton of fun. And I think I'll give a nod to anyone who finds this stream through the algorithm to remember that the Workflow live stream is a place where you can voice your opinions on not only the content that's coming out immediately, but any content that has come out previously or ideas for the future. Go drop it in the comments down below, and I'll give it a read and get back to you. Furthermore, a reminder that the content that I'm working on today is about commission painting, and I have a commission live over on Fiverr. The link is in the description down below. If you want to pick up your own custom painted mix, just hit me up and I will give you a 20% discount if you let me know you saw this content. Call me Grishka. Grishka says, paint some motorcycles. That's my feedback. Let me see if I can't pull down this box. I'm looking. I see it up there somewhere. She all the way at the end? Let's see if I can reach this thing here. I have a motorcycle. Let me give you a little preview. I picked up the Carmen Johns and Batard for my Infinity Hockey's Lawn Army. Let's see, let me go back to working in Premiere real quick. And I'll pull up a picture of the model. Carmen Johns and Batard. She is a real fun model, and she comes with her trusty antipode friend. It's going to be a real fun model to paint up. She matches the rest of the bikes in my army, and she'll be a piece of content talking about how to integrate named characters into your army and how to give them unique paint jobs while also making it cohesive with your force. So I think it'll be a ton of fun. I'm thinking something like let's see. I wonder if I have a picture handy of the Nazarova twins. I know where it's at. So I painted up Zuleika and Samira Nazarova for the Durgama campaign last August. And real quick, I should be able to find them. Those are the Camille remotes. There we go. Nazarova twins right here. I'm gonna click this on YouTube. This is an unlisted Country Fried Minis video of some models I painted up. And so my Hockey's Lawn forces are these magenta and turquoise color. And then the bikes were a wonderful opportunity to include some custom colors. They were a lot of fun to paint up. I'm thinking it'll be some content along those lines. So here's a link to that if you want to check out those closer, take some stills. That is an unlisted video for, let's see, Candy Corps Mission 3, highly classified at Darpan Xeno Station during the Durgama Takeover campaign. They were a lot of fun. These models are damn effective on the table. Zuleika there, she gets a burst 4 breaker pistol, so she charges in and blasts people in the 8-inch range. Why is it unlisted? These were pieces of content specifically for some Durgama Takeover missions. And actually, I'll tell you what. Ooh, that was loud. I think the logic behind leaving them unlisted was they didn't really fit in with the channel content at the time. But here's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to spam the chat with a few links to the models painted for the Durgama Takeover campaign. And y'all will have exclusive access to them for being a part of this stream today. And if you catch it through the algorithm, and make sure you have the live chat replay on, you too will have the links to these here videos. Like sound effects for the bikes, even though they're probably electric. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like that inertia electric bike. They had to add sound effect to it because it's so quiet. Here, I'll show one more. This was my paint up of, what's his name? Scarface and Cordelia. There's a fun little detail on this model, and I don't know if I have a picture of it handy, but you know, there's that joke about Doom runs on any platform. So I painted Doom on his little like butt panel right there. You can kind of half see it there. These were a lot of fun to paint up. They're kind of star forces in my army. These ones are a little more like on the nose. These are my colors instead of, you know, something unique. But they were really fun. They were for a campaign last year. I'm working on a campaign now. I'll probably run a stream again on, I'm thinking Tuesday, because I need to write a battle report for this phase of the campaign. I'll detail that. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. But as I was saying, I want to thank all y'all for coming through today, whether you've been here live or in the algorithm. Engagement is always appreciated and helps me to stay enthusiastic about putting the content out for y'all. I started this channel to kind of do some stuff for myself, and it has turned into projects for y'all. I want to put things out to keep you entertained and keep you interested in seeing what's going on here in the Bullshit Corner 2.0, which is actually over there, not right here. This is the workstation. Once again, the Workflow live sessions are a place where you can see what's going on behind the curtain and drop your 2 cents in, anything related to the channel, or even just distract me while I'm working, which is well appreciated. Emery says Nissan is doing that. They have an electric car with fake engine noises and a stick shift that only pretends to work like a video game console control. That is fun. And I mean, the noises are important because, like, you got to be able to hear vehicles coming down the road, right? Anyhow, and without further ado, I'm hungry. I need some food. I don't think I have anything in the house to cook, so I need to hit up the store downstairs, at least get a salty carbohydrate-based snack in me. This has been a lot of fun today. I'm going to have this content out tonight before I go to bed. I'm going to post it and have it loaded, so that way when the scheduled release comes through, it's already processed and you can catch it in HD definition the second it comes out. That'll be hitting at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can check out this painting for commission piece of content. Of course, as always, I want y'all to remember to be happy while you're painting, and also to take it nice and easy. And I will see y'all next time. See you later, guys. Have a good one.